Did you know that there are 3 steps to creating a powerful unconscious mind? So what if there was a way to get rid of deep-seated beliefs, habits, thought patterns, and emotions that you didn't want anymore? So by the end of this audio, you're going to know how to do exactly that. My name is Alex Morgan, and I hope you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so that you can achieve success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. And one of the easiest ways to be ready for it is to have your mind programmed for success. Now, the mind, it's pretty easy to understand, even though the mind does so much. So the first thing is you need to reprogram your mind through repetition and emotion. Now, the reason this works so well is because the unconscious mind is where all learning, behavior, and change takes place. In the unconscious mind, it stores your emotions. So it's the domain of your emotions. And your unconscious mind, it learns through repetition and having emotionally charged experiences. Your unconscious mind just needs some repetition for a habit to be installed. So the more you repeat successful things, the more you repeat abundance, having a good feeling with that, you're going to rewire your mind, reprogram it, and then automate it for success. So you need to consistently feed it new empowering beliefs. So how can you actually do this? You can feel, let's say, the emotion that you want. You can feel what that feels like in your body to get your body used to positive emotions. How many times throughout the day do you actually focus on how good you feel and how good those positive emotions feel? How often do you actually do that? And there's a really easy way to do this. So in just about 2 to 3 minutes at a time, let's say you want to have a lot of confidence, you can imagine emitting that confidence out and then receiving that confidence and just sinking into that confidence. Or you can imagine times in the past where you felt totally confident and see what you saw, hear what you heard, and really feel the feelings of confidence. So you can do that with any positive, resourceful emotion. Make sure it's a resourceful emotion for you so you can see yourself having that success daily. And you can rewire your mind with repetition by asking yourself, what is a success that I had in the past? What did I do? Who was there? What skills did I use? What resources did I use? What can I learn from this? And then in what areas of life do I want to have this success so I can achieve it over and over? This is rewiring your mind for success. Because a lot of times when we think of the past, in the past, it's only for learning. That's what we want to do. We want to take positive, resourceful learnings from the past. So ask yourself about the success you had. When's the last time you actually thought about the success you had? So make it detailed. Get those learnings and ask yourself how you can achieve that again. So the more you do that, the more repetition you have and the more good feeling you have. Remember, your mind is learning through repetition and it's learning through emotionally charged experiences. So the more you repeat and feel something, the more efficiently your unconscious mind accepts it as real. Because your unconscious mind, it doesn't know the difference between what's real and imagined. Now that's really important. So let me say it again. Your unconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and imagined. So if you're feeling success, you're seeing success, you're focused on success, and you're learning so many wonderful things, and you're repeating this, and this becomes a habit, you have these really good feelings, these really good emotions, your unconscious mind is going to think this is your real reality. So that's step 1. You have to kind of rewire and repeat things and put in the emotions, the feelings, the pictures in your mind, because those lead to your behaviors. The second thing is you need to control your inputs. This can be your mental inputs and things in your environment. Your unconscious mind, it absorbs things like a sponge. Especially when you were ages 0 to 7, your unconscious mind, you were walking around like a little unconscious mind. You were soaking up everything like a sponge. So your mind is absorbing everything around you, even if you're not totally focusing on it. So when you are exposing yourself to certain thoughts, these could be thoughts in your head or thoughts of other people, to certain content online and your surroundings, know that you have a choice You can control the effort you put into your mind. You can control what you allow into your mind and what you have in the space around you. And then you can control the attitude that you have while doing this. So you need to limit negative influences, because if you did all this work, repetitions, success, having these really feel-good emotions, but you're exposing yourself to things that are fear-based, where there's toxic people, where there's self-doubt, you're really going to have to filter this all out. And if you're just starting to do this work, it's not as easy as it seems. So you need to decide and give yourself permission what it is that you really, really want to feel and have in your environment. So you need to surround yourself with success, successful people, successful books that talk about success. Watch things that teach you about success. Engage with content that really reinforces your goals. Listen to different courses. Do coaching, whatever it is, and design your environment. Think about what's your dream environment, what people are there, who's around you, what thoughts are around you, what emotions are around you, the area you work in. Is it clean? Is it inspiring? Is it aligned with who you are? Is it aligned with the person who has already achieved those goals? So you want to control those inputs, mental and in your environment, because your unconscious mind is like a garden. It's like a plant. What you plant, and when you water that, that will grow. So make sure you're watering what you want to water. So that's step number 2. The third step is you want to use the power of identity in action. Your unconscious mind responds to identity more than only actions. So if you want to have and create lasting change, a lot of people often ask me, how long do these changes last? These changes last as long as you want them to last. So in order for those to last, you need to be motivated to be that person who naturally and effortlessly, automatically and easily thinks and acts in alignment with what they want. You have to resolve things in the way. That was step 1. Step 2, you start to design different things. And step 3, you have to really align yourself with your goals. So act as if. Embody the person that has what you want. They've already achieved it. What actions are you going to take? What are you going to think? What are you going to feel? Who are you going to be around? Speak in your identity. Instead of saying something like, I want to be rich, I want abundance. Say, I am or I have already achieved this if you're acting as if. I have already achieved abundance easily. And then you need to take action along with that identity. Remember that repetition, so repeated action rewires your mind. It programs your mind. It automates it for success faster than anything else. Because a lot of people, they think action is so much about their goals. However, if you think about it, if you think about your goal, what percent would you say is action and what percent would you say is putting effort in your mind? Because if you're intentional about everything that you put in your mind, all those inputs and all those things you rewired, do you really think that you would have to take that much action? No, you wouldn't. Because your mind, it's automatically doing about 95 to 99% of what you do each day. So action can only be about 1 to 5%. So think about it. Your unconscious mind, it's not going to fight against what feels normal. So make success, create success, create empowering thoughts, positive emotions. This is your new normal. This is your reality. Act as if you have it. So those are the 3 steps. So just to recap here, you want to use repetition, use good emotions to rewire your mind and get rid of any limiting beliefs. You want to control your inputs, mental and the environment, and then you want to use that power of identity and action. Remember, identity is really, really important. Putting that effort in your mind is really important. It's not just about taking action. So thanks so much for listening. Definitely share this with someone who you think will benefit from knowing these 3 steps, because this will really help us build a community of people who are putting effort in their mind. And this truly makes the world a better place, because everyone will be living in a reality filled with all the good stuff. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the audio and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.